Hello, grade 9 students. In this video, we are going to learn about quadratic equation. Are you ready, grade 9 students? So our objectives in this lesson, we have define quadratic equation. Second, write quadratic equation in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Third, we are going to identify the a, b, and c of the quadratic equation. So we have this equation here. 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 2x squared equals 32. M plus 2n equals 0. Negative 3x equals 15. X squared plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. 6p plus 1 equals 10. T squared plus 1 equals 5. Okay, these are equations. We are going to identify whether which of these equations are linear equations. I know you have already the idea of what is linear equation, diba? Because it was discussed when you are still in grade 7 and grade 8. So, which of these equations are considered as linear equation? So, we have 2x plus 1 equals 10. So, this 2x plus 1 equals 10 is a linear equation. Second is we have m plus 2n equals 0, a linear equation. Third is negative 3x equals 15, still a linear equation. Next, 6p plus 1 equals 10. So, we have 4 linear equations here. It is a linear equation because the variable is in first degree, or it is a first degree equation. Now, how about quadratic equation? So, ano yung mga naiwan na equation? 1, 2, and 3. These 3 equations. So, ang naiwan na equation are 2x squared equals 32, x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals to 0, and t squared plus 1 equals 10. Now, these are quadratic equations because the highest exponent of the variable is 2, or it is a second degree equation. Now, ano yung quadratic equation? Again, it is an equation where the highest exponent of the variable is 2. So, sa napansin ninyo, all of our equations here has an exponent of 2. The highest degree of the variable is 2. Like in the first equation, the exponent of x is 2. Second, we have still 2, the highest exponent. And third, the same as on the third equation. Now, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and a should not be equal to 0. So, our standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This ax squared is called the quadratic term. This bx is called the linear term. And our c is called the constant term. So there are 3 terms: quadratic term, linear term, and constant term. So this a should not be equal to 0 because kung mag-equal siya sa 0, it is no longer called a quadratic equation but a linear equation. So again, this is our standard form. So once the 3 terms are given, it is called a complete quadratic equation. So, on the other hand, we have here 2 terms only, the quadratic term and the linear term. Ano yung missing? The constant term. So it is called an incomplete quadratic equation. Next, ax squared equals to c. It is called an incomplete quadratic equation since our linear term is not around. We only have the quadratic term and the constant term. So we are going to identify now the a, b, and c of the equation. So first equation, x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. We all know that the standard form of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, provided that a is not equal to 0. So what is our a here? Our a is 1. So ang coefficient natin dito is 1. Our b is negative 5 since it is negative here. And our c is 6. Second equation, 4m squared plus 4m plus 1 equals to 0. Our a is 4. Our b is 4. Our c is 1. And the third equation, 9r squared minus 25 equals to 0. Our a is 9. Our b is 0. Since we don't have linear term, our b is 0. Then our c is negative 25. Next, 2y squared minus 3y equals to 0. Our a here is 2. Our b is negative 3. And we don't have c or the constant term, which is 0. Kasi wala tayong constant term. Ngayon, next. Write the equation into standard form of quadratic equation. Identify the real number a, b, and c of the equation. So first, we have 2x squared plus 3x equals 1. So we are going to identify the a, b, and c. But before tayo maka-identify sa a, b, and c, kailangan ang ating equation is naka-arrange siya sa standard form. So, to arrange this into standard form, we have 2x squared plus 3x minus 1, naging minus 1 because we transpose this to the left side of the equation. Positive man yung 1 dito, pag transpose natin, maging negative 1. And that is equal to 0. Now, we can now identify what is our a, b, and c of the equation. So, our a is 2, our b is 3, and our c is negative 1. So, we will proceed to the next example. Now, this equation, sa unang tingin natin, hindi siya matawag na quadratic. Pero once we operate this one by distributive property, we can make this equation into quadratic equation and we can make this into its standard form. So how? By distributive property. So to do the distributive property, we are going to multiply 2x by x. And the result is 2x squared. Then 2x times negative 4, the result is negative 8x equals to 0. So may standard form na tayo na quadratic equation, pero missing yung constant term natin. It is incomplete because missing man si constant term. So what is our a? Our a is 2, our b is negative 8, and our c is 0. Okay, we will proceed to the third example. So, x plus 3, x times x minus 2 equals negative 4. Now, we can make this equation into its standard form by FOIL method. What do we mean by FOIL? F stands for first or the first term, O is the outer term, I is the inner term, and L is the last term. So first, we will operate the first term. So our first term is x times x. That is x squared. Our outer term is negative 2 and x, or x times negative 2. That is negative 2x. Next, our inner term, which is 3 and x. So 3 times x, that is 3x. Then our last term is 3 and negative 2. So that is negative 6. Then we are going to combine this. Si x squared, si negative 2x, si 3x, and si negative 6. And we have this equation. So then we're going to combine negative 2x and 3x. So maging positive x na lang siya, because negative 2 plus 3, that is equal to 1, positive 1x. Then copy negative 6, transpose negative 4 to the other side. So kung negative siya dito sa right side ng equal sign, pag transpose natin maging positive 4 siya, equals to 0. So maging 0 na yung naiwan dito. So we have x squared minus x plus x minus 2 equals to 0. Now, in this case, we can identify our a, b, and c of the equation. So our a is 1, our b is positive 1, and our c is negative 2. Now, we already know what is quadratic equation, the standard form of quadratic equation, the terms of the quadratic equation, and the real numbers of a quadratic equation, or the a, b, and c of the quadratic equation. Now, this time, you are going to answer the activity number 1 on a coupon band. So you are going to copy this activity here in this video. First, instruction, identify which of the following equation is quadratic equation and which is not. Second, write the following equation into a standard form and identify the real number a, b, and c of the equation. So I hope you will do your activity, and good luck, grade 9 students. Thank you for listening or for watching on this video. Bye-bye!